Dr. Steven put up a video of him, an arrangement of Wild Mountain Thyme. A lot of people have done it. Ed Sheeran, anyway, lots of people. Old traditional tune, and his arrangement was done with capo at 2 in the key of G, playing some normal chords. And Steven, I have a couple of suggestions. First of all, beautiful tune and really good choice. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that is right up yours and my alley. This is the stuff we love. So. Let's see, the first couple of things. I made a little list here because I hope I remember to want to try to get to everything. Nice little intro you got of messing around with G's and C's, keeping the G in the bass, then the melody starts. Something like that. And then you have this little walk up to the C chord, where the melody is B, D, E, and the bass goes A to B. Every time you do that little walk up from the G chord into the C, the A in the bass once in a while doesn't come out perfectly clear. Get rid of the G. Every time you're doing this walk, like the Alice's Restaurant walk, or the Blackbird walk, get the G out of there so that the A is crystal clear. So when you do that little run there, you don't need any notes on you got 2 open bass notes, and then the C chord, and sometimes your C's to D's. Now this was just the first time. It got better throughout. This happens a couple times in each verse. The first couple of those looked like they were just a little stiff, partly because you kept your whole hand on and kept kind of a death grip on when you moved from the C to the D. But again, it got better later in the video. So I would really not even keep my fingers all down as much as move up. We've talked a lot about in the past about putting down less fingers, and then specifically putting them down in the order you need them. So that's going to be my theme in this, mostly, as like usual. And to that end, the next one that comes up, it goes to E minor, and especially when you've gone from this C sliding up to the D, your second finger is already on the 4th string. You always go to the E minor and unnecessarily have a finger on the 5th string. Not always a big deal, except in the second part of the song, when you come back to the E minor, the melody note is A, right on that first beat. So you're trying to make sure you've got 3 notes clean at the 2nd fret, and it's your second finger on the 5th string that is really preventing the other 2 from ringing loud and clear. So get in the habit of a 1-finger E minor, only your second finger on the 4th string, leaving the 5th string open. You don't play it anyway. Let's see. And a lot of times with the C chords, especially when you go with the C's with G in the bass, I'm going to elaborate on that a little bit. Most of the C chords, you need the bass note first, so kind of get that first, and rather than slapping the whole thing down at once. So again, okay, I'm getting redundant here. Every time you go to C with G in the bass, your 4th finger is in the way because you never play that string. When you put the G in the bass, a lot of times it's a little late, or it's a little clunky getting there because of your 4th finger trying to get into position on the C chord as if you want to strum this chord as a C with G in the bass. So I would really work on not having your 4th finger anywhere on that chord. When you're playing C with G in the bass, leave the 5th string open, and if you need the C, move your 3rd finger to it. If you don't need the C and the G at the same time. So, and then I think the last little suggestion for now is there's a really cool little run. That you come in with. I guess you probably need a high G in there. Maybe not, but it's an A minor, and then really just a G with B in the bass. And you're having a little trouble getting to what you're trying to do there, which I think is get to the C in the bass and make a 2-string bar, basically an A minor chord with C in the bass, and then the bass note moving to C sharp, and the same 3 strings. So just work on really clean your second finger to the B, slide your second finger to C and flatten out your first finger, and then a really gentle move, letting go of that bar, and getting those 3, now you're back onto your fingertip on just the fourth string on the E for this. I always think of this chord as A minor, A7 with C sharp in the bass, but technically there is no A in here. I'll let you do the math and figure out what that really is, but it's kind of acting as an A as a secondary dominant chord. And we expect that to go maybe to some kind of a D in the, anyway, but it doesn't. And in this case, this is the time when you're following this with a C with G in the bass, and that's sometimes a little clunky because you only need 2 notes right there. So just get those 2, your third finger on the G, your second finger on the A. B minor, right? So I think that's the couple things I made notes on, and hopefully you can apply some of those, and I will see you soon.